What's up YouTube, it's Sai here. In this video we'll be ranking my top 10 animes of all time and why. I'm not extremely cultured in anime, but I've definitely watched my fair share. If you're new to the channel, hit the sub button, and if you end up liking the video, make sure to hit the like button. Anyways, on to the list. Now there are some like Code Geass, ReZero, and One Piece that may be someone's top favorite, but I haven't seen those. I know, I'm working on it. Starting off at the number 10 spot, we have Tokyo Ghoul. So this anime kinda hurts to put on this list, but I feel like I need to. Season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul was perfect, and if the whole show was as good as the first season, it'd be probably number 4. But this show absolutely shits the bed, like, holy fuck. Season 2 was okay, but Season 3, we don't talk about Season 3. But rating this show off of the first season only takes the 10th spot. Kaneki grows as a ghoul and his character slowly accepts it, still hating the ghoul in him, but nonetheless tries. He keeps his humanity, and that's what I love. At the end of season 1, they evolve his character into a fully developed one, and that's why it's number 10. Number 9, Naruto. This show is extremely popular for good reason. The characters are infectious and the plot never strays away from the overall feel. Unlike some shows, now, I'm not saying it's bad to switch up the plot a bit, but I'm saying the power of characters was very steady and rose when it should, and no one was really unbeatable, except for this guy, kind of. This show could easily take a higher spot on the list, but in my personal opinion, it has to go here in the 9th spot. Number 8, Soul Eater. This show shifted feeling perfectly, from lighthearted adventures in the beginning, well, sort of lighthearted, to a very serious tone in the last season. Both the openings are phenomenal, and even though the characters aren't the most creative, they're still perfect for the show. The idea of the show as a whole is very cool too. Like, who thinks of this stuff? I definitely need to rewatch this, it's been so long, but my memories are very fond of this anime. Dragon Ball Super. As much as people like to hate on this show, from some things I've heard, I don't see its flaws like they do. It's really fresh, the color transformations, the characters. Now, maybe it's the Dragon Ball stan in me, but this show's really good. I know the whole Super Saiyan back feeling thing is retarded, and so is the way Akira Toriyama digresses Vegeta's character for content. Vegeta was on the path to accepting Goku and being less stuck up. I know being stuck up is his character, but at the end of DBZ, he was different.
How can a Saiyan fight like that, and at the same time be so gentle that he wouldn't hurt a fly? Oh, it makes me angry just thinking about it. But perhaps it is my anger that's made me blind to the truth for so long. I see it now. This day has made it all too clear. You're better than me, Kakarot. You are the best.
In both Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, character development barely exists outside of Gohan, and maybe Piccolo, but that's what happens when your show is based on adults. Goku, in my opinion, is portrayed better in Dragon Ball Super than DBZ. Funimation jacked up Goku's character a bit by portraying him as a hero that only fights for good. Dragon Ball Super fixed that and made him an idiot that just likes fighting. But on the side, if you hurt his friends, you're totally fucked. This one was hard to rank. I really love this show. The characters are all relevant through the entirety of the show, or at least what I watched. The adventures are always fun, and they all slowly grow. It does seem like a big filler show, but it takes the word filler and eats it for breakfast. The filler feeling doesn't exist in the show. It's all really fun, and the slow addition of characters is perfect, and they incorporate them amazingly, like Wendy, the Iron Dragon, etc. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Words can't really describe how good this show is. I recently rewatched it and was blown away for a second time. It's very consistently good, and watching Mustang destroy Envy was probably one of the most badass moments in anime history. The characters are extremely likable, and if you're perceptive, you'll see how Ed grows massively through the show, both personality-wise and strength-wise. At number 4, we have Hunter x Hunter. Or Hunter x Hunter. I'm rewatching this one at the moment, and it's as good as I remember. Gon and Killua easily carry the show, but the idea of the show itself is creative nonetheless. It's super enjoyable, and the main characters grow immensely through the show. Well, most of the main characters. Now, it does kind of spike in a weird direction with the introduction of men, but it's essential to progress through the show. The fights are good, and the arcs are better. As far as I remember, the final arc is amazing, but I don't remember too much, so I'll just have to keep watching. Gurren Lagann. Now this show struck a weird chord in me for some reason. It's phenomenal. The animation is sometimes whack, but in the long run it literally doesn't matter. This is one of the only shows that have made me feel real raw emotion. I'm attracted to shows with epic sequences that make you shiver, if that explains why my list is how it is. This is one I definitely need to rewatch. The characters are god tier and so are the fights. Now it has some weak parts in my opinion, like post episode 8, but overall it's one hell of a show. This show isn't just an anime, it's way more than that in my opinion. It's a crazy, unwinding adventure from start to finish. Our main character progresses amazingly, the fights are fire, and the secrets are so epic to find out. I think this show takes the cake so hard because of Season 3's Kenny Levi scene. If you haven't watched this show all the way through, I implore you to. Season 4 is on the horizon. Not only does this show have a strong storyline, but it's so beautifully planned, with no filler. The openings are fire, especially opening 4 by a long way. The animation is something we've never seen before, and it's basically flawless. This is a solid show that a non-anime watcher could sit down and fucking love. I didn't want to rank this because I'm only on episode 16, but what can I say? This is a super unique show that makes many people's top spot. The characters are lovable, and it has an atmosphere unattainable by any other show. This is a really cute show I remember fondly from when I first watched it. It's just a feel-good show that I admittedly ate up in one day. F in the comments. Now on to the number 1 anime on my tier list. Now, I'm not gonna fuck around and say this show's better than Attack on Titan, but it is my favorite out of every anime I've ever watched, and that's kind of what this list is. I watched this show for the first time when I was 15. I picked it back up when I was 16, and it turned into the best show I've ever seen. Goku and Krillin growing up, Piccolo versus Goku, Goku going to Kami's lookout, fighting that dumb cat bitch Korin for the useless magic water. What a perfect anime. Its feeling is unmatched. It's original, it started the anime genre. Dragon Ball is better than its 2 counterparts by 1,000 miles. I don't know how Akira Toriyama did it, but he made a perfect anime. Props to him. Well, thank you for watching this video. If you have any objections, please voice it in the comments along with any recommendations, because I haven't seen nearly enough. Also, like and sub if you haven't. Thank you for watching.